Welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm Keith Vitali, and welcome to Sidekick Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the talented Jackie Chan and how he taught me how to choreograph fight scenes while we were filming Wheels on Mills in Barcelona. Before we get started, say hi to my producer, Dex. Say hello.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show. I was watching some of the clips for this movie in specific, and I'm just hypnotized by the action. I'm so excited for the audience to watch some of these clips and really get to know some of these legends.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I enjoy speaking with you sometimes more than I do just staring at a screen. I want to put you in the mindset of where I was in this time. But Jackie Chan was not only one of the biggest martial artists in the world at the time, but one of the greatest action stars in the world at the time. So you can imagine how excited I was to fly to Barcelona and star with the great Jackie Chan and be in this movie with him. Alongside me was the great Benny Urquidez. Now, Benny and I both are the bad guys in the film, and they brought us from the States and sent us to Barcelona to go up against what they call the three dragons. It's Yong Bao, it's Jackie Chan, and then Sammo Hung. Now, Sammo Hung is not only the actor in this film, a co-star, but he's also the director. So it was a phenomenal experience, a once in a lifetime experience to be in a film with these great guys. So here's what's going on at the time. It's our first action fight scene. I'm excited. Benny's nervous. We're all nervous. And, we're getting ready to do this fight scene. Benny and I have to fight Yong Bao and Jackie Chan in this clip. And what it is we're doing a night shoot in Barcelona. It's a street scene. So I noticed the director, Sammo Hung, he's behind the camera, and we're just minutes away from getting the set, ready to shoot. And I went, shoot, what? We haven't, choreographed, rehearsed any of the fight scenes at all. So I looked at Benny, he looks at me. I walk up to Jackie Chan. He's sitting on a small wall. And I walk up to Jackie. He's calm and collective as usual. And he's confident. I said, Jackie, we're getting ready to shoot, it looks like. But we don't know, our choreography. What's going on? And he just kind of smiled. He goes, no problem. He says, back up a little bit. He says, show me some techniques. And so I backed up and I did some kicks, some round kicks and side kicks and front kicks, your basic kicks. Then I did some jump spinning kicks, and he was smiling at the time and nodding his head. And then I noticed he was playing his hands. He was just doing the drums, playing the drums on his legs. So I stopped and I said, Jackie, what are you doing? He said, Keith, he says, I'm working out the beat, the musical rhythm of the fight sequence. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, all fight scenes should have a beat to it, should have a rhythm to it. He says, let me tell you why. He says, let's take the two most technical, the best, most famous fighters on the planet and put them in a fight scene. If there's no beat, if there's no rhythm, he says, your subconscious won't like what you're seeing. He says, now think about it. You still got the two best fighters of all time there. Their techniques are incredible, but your subconscious is going, that's something's wrong here. He says, why? Because there's no beat. He says, all fight sequences should have a rhythm, should have a beat. Then he started working out the beat for the next film. Right there. It's not choreographed an hour before or a month before. Right there, he thinks about what the fight sequences will be, worked it out, and then he says, here's what I want you to do. We rehearsed, we were ready to shoot. Why don't you go ahead and show the clip?
Awesome. Amazing. Over.
I love being the bad guy. This is so good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom.
Wow.
And pause it there. Go ahead. And Dex, pause it there. Did you see that hand motion and how they did that? They took
Yeah, I
longer
did.
to shoot that sequence, not the fight before it, not my fight with Benny coming up, but that hand motion sequence when they look at each other is all choreographed perfectly. They spent almost 30 minutes on that. Not 30 minutes on a fight sequence, but 30 minutes on that. So that really goes to show how much of a perfectionist they are putting these fight sequences together. When
You know,
it's incredible.
that harkens back to their theatrical roots. You know, do it takes multiple times just to get it right. And honestly, I don't think they do it to get it right. I think they do it to not get it wrong. So, again, martial arts theater, that whole theatrical background, it really has lent a lot to their films, and them being able to keep up with the rhythm of that is just something else. So, but yeah, let's make sure we get this guy in.
And then the bad guys show up. Oh, I love it.
I've seen these guys before. If you've ever seen Trouble before, it's always in a blazer.
Watch the movements.
They're tough. They're super tough. We better run. Come on.
And what they're saying there is, they're too tough. Let's run. And Benny and I love that. We just love the fact they were saying that. Now, of course, it's just movies. And but just the fact of having the great Jackie Chan and Yong Bao look at us and go, they're too tough. Let's run. And then run away from us. It's like, it doesn't get any cooler than that. It's all movies, but it's still cool.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
And, I took
So,
that lesson of choreography, of creating a fight sequence that has beat rhythm. And I use that same method when I choreographed my own fight sequences for American Kickboxer. We shot a film in South Africa with John Barrett, the star of that film. I not only starred in it, but I was also the choreographer of the film. And it was so nice to draw my inspiration back to Jackie Chan on what he had taught me about beat and rhythm. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. And it worked out. That some turned out well as well. Listen, I'm so glad you got a chance to watch this with me. And I hope everybody watching enjoyed the episodes. And if you did, please like, share with a friend, and be sure to subscribe. And then watch out other episodes. You're going to see me talking about the great Benny Urquidez and Samuel Hung and Yong Bao and all these others and other behind the scenes Wheels on Mills episodes as well. So check this out. And until then, I'm Keith Vitali. Ciao.